It was a tense evening in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. The grand presidential palace, with its tall gates and golden lights, stood firm against the dusty Sahel winds. Inside, President Ibrahim Traore sat in a quiet meeting with his closest advisors. The day had been long, filled with decisions about security, the economy, and how to protect his people from foreign interference. Yet, what he was about to hear that night would shake even him. One of his intelligence chiefs entered quietly. He leaned in and whispered words that burned in Traore's ears. "Mr. President, one of your personal bodyguards is not who he claims to be. He is a spy." The room froze. Advisors stared in disbelief. A bodyguard's loyalty is meant to be absolute, yet now one stood accused of betrayal. He had been close to the president for months, privy to private routines and daily movements. If true, the danger was immense. But Traore remained calm. He folded his hands and said firmly, "Bring him to me." Moments later, soldiers escorted the accused guard inside. Pale but disciplined, he saluted. The atmosphere was thick with tension. Advisors braced for fury, but Traore chose a different path. Rising from his seat, he looked the man in the eyes. "You know why you are here," Traore said. The guard hesitated, then nodded. "They say you are a spy. They say your loyalty belongs to those who wish this nation harm." The bodyguard lowered his gaze. In a trembling voice, he confessed, "Yes, I was sent here. My family was threatened." Gasps filled the chamber. Advisors waited for orders of punishment. But Traore saw more than betrayal, he saw fear and regret. He spoke slowly, "If our enemies use fear to control men, then our answer cannot only be more fear. We must break that chain." Instead of execution, Traore questioned him further. Who sent him? What had he passed on? What threats were made? Piece by piece, the truth unfolded: foreign handlers, hidden payments, threats against loved ones. He revealed names, places, methods the intelligence services had long struggled to expose. Advisors were stunned. What seemed like betrayal became a breakthrough. With this knowledge, networks working against Burkina Faso could finally be dismantled. All because Traore chose restraint over rage. The guard, broken and ashamed, awaited his fate. He expected chains, perhaps worse. But Traore placed a hand on his shoulder.